Now very, very aggressive in the post plant too, as well as Astralis trying to get an initial bit of combat. There's the first mister. In for one, Demon or four. Fester's going to add one of his own. Unbroken steps in, but he's dropped off to just one.
And now it's a 2v4. Now it's Hedrick and Nipple against the rest, and a Goosh already coming out. Hedrick's left low. It's just Nipple left. The Ukrainian needs to find four, and while he's good for the first, there's just going to be too many bodies, and there is not enough time. Kit in hand, it doesn't matter. That's it. Astralis talent, they'll walk away with a pistol. A bit of an A fate, a shimmy out towards B, and they've got the first round in their back pocket.
It's a dream start for Astralis talent. Not only finding the round, finding it with 3 remaining alive and causing significant problems over towards
On Nipple as well, he can do everything right now. If he's just to stick the bomb and his teammates are to hold on. Smoke's already deployed. They are going for a retake here. They are going to be attempting this one. NaVi Jr. making their way towards lane. A tap of the bomb already being initiated. The gunfight's drawn. Breezer, good for the opening kill, but they see the bomb. It's still not stuck. Vigo's going to be in a world full of hurt towards the sandbag, but it doesn't stop the round from going Astralis Talent's way. And while 2 casualties is the name of the game, it's Astralis Talent up to 3.
Yeah, there's a silver lining there in the fact that they get themselves 2, actually, technically speaking, 3 casualties. I mean, Breezer are taking so much damage in the round, but...
So we'll have to wait and see. Have to wait and see how this one happens. Obviously, I don't know what happened in the round. I wish I was, you know, a walk-in Google Translate or something to tell you what was going on. But no, you are right. It is an eco now, a full buy, and that's a great start. Frozing. Oh, Frozing with the M4A1S. 20 bullets, but it's still good for 3. And just like that Astralis talent, it was indeed a B-split attempt. The first bit of contact towards middle has gone so south. They have to bail on all the plans. There's Demon with the 4, and Vigo. The man's got a final 5, and he's just left on his own, and while he's good for 1, Hedrick will have him executed. It's a first. Still one of these Astralis talent players sit low.
This is picking up a 4-buy as well. It's been a different story. NaVi Jr., they are on fire right now, and Nipple gonna go aggressive, gonna find himself Mister. One more added to the tally as Hedrick dominates, and just like that, it's down to 1. Vigo. 1 versus 3, but he will get himself a freebie here. Hang on a second. Now, what is the question? Does he try and play trigger spin?
Look, is the second man going to be rotating in? And he's going to be holding for that angle. And he's got them both in his sights, Vigo. The mastermind behind Astralis talent has whittled 3 down to 1. And Frozik, heroics in the previous, going to need to come up clutch once more. And right now, he's going to be pushing him from ramp. Vigo's played this one to perfection. So far, so good here in the 1v3. And only 90 points of health, but 1 shot between them both will do it. Heads need to be found, and for Vigo, he patiently waits. The nade dropped in. It won't stop him from taking this fight. He knows where the bomb's planted. He knows that time is low. And for Frozik, he wants to close the gap. But you cannot stop Vigo. That is exceptional from the Dane. I mean, look at the money for Astralis talent. It's all sorts of out of shape.
Course,
and that does give NaVi Jr. a way back into this round, but after the last one, emotions must be on a high, no doubt about it. Vigo takes an early exit in this one, though, just to settle the tone.
That's a momentum shift there. Hang on a second, though. Mister gonna find himself Frozik. Potentially should have gone the other way. MP9 will be good for himself for 1. HE could cause an issue.
Done, Ultax with a second. Looking for more. Breezer will respond. Unbroken here in the 1v2. Good for the first. But 12 points of health. An M4A1S in his back pocket. Smoking a nade to his name as well. Ultex only with a Galil. The fight's going to happen early. Nice shot drawn. Ultex caught by surprise. And for their actions early on, and it might continue once more.
Mister behind, looking for 1, finds it, Frozik will fall, and already now things start to look a little bit dicey over towards B. Demon has to step up, and Demon in the name, Demon in the game, he finds his second as Mister will fall, and he managed single-handedly bought enough time for the rotation.
Able to take him down. Hedrick and Nipple both with kills though, and it's just Fester left here in the 1v3. Good for the first headshot, still 2 more to go. Timed perfection with the flashbang on the swing, and that's it there.
Twitter Astralis talent not looking too good into round number 11. Nipple gonna find 1 more, looking to make it yet another. Fester will fall, and all they have to do now, just double back.
Yeah, easily. You've got the man advantage. Smoke's sure being used, but that also gives good space for NaVi Jr. to work around. You can see Unbroken. He's not happy sitting back. He doesn't want to be second best in this round, and an early exit taken by Vigo through the wall does take NaVi Jr. down a notch, but with the remaining 40 seconds here, surely Astralis talent try and move in with these smokes. They haven't really got the utility to fight for the site once more. And so whatever utility's in front of them, they're going to have to use now. A good flashbang catching a couple of these players off angles, and that gives Ultex the chance to exploit. But Demon, His response, very, very calculative in nature, and all of a sudden we are down to one. Hetrick knows the wallbang lineups, he knows what he's doing. The spam from Vigo is absolutely wild, and unfortunately will not catch anyone in the act. It's NaVi Jr. up to 7, despite very, very low. He's just about escaping with his life. Astralis talent takes sight, but they were looking for more. Mr. goes aggressive, but he will be forced back. I reckon that was more of a beckoning by his teammate. Dude, we haven't lost the man advantage yet. There's no need to go for these heroics. Let's set up for the post plant, and they are trying to play a little bit more passive. Still having a couple of players in on site, but for the majority of the forces, they play passive, and for the more longer distance engagements, Fessor only good for 1. Nipple and Unbroken both with kills. That leaves Astralis talent down to 3. The bomb's so far ticked, they're gonna have to stick with a fuse, and it's happening. No, Mr. to deny, he's done it. There's just not enough time, is there? There is absolutely none of it, while Frozik's good for them both. Hetrick and himself left to save, and Astralis talent by the skin of their teeth, probably a second in it. They kill the diffuser, and they make it.
Deny the bomb being defused with half a second left on it. If they had maybe gone for the execute 2-3 seconds earlier, the round goes in favor of NaVi Jr.
Now there's big questions, isn't there? Pushing through the smoke.
Oh, no.
Fessor finds 2. How's that just happened? He's rattled everyone on A. Unbroken left alone. Smoke will be dropped. He's good for the first. Spams up, tags a second, but only the tag. There's no extension to it, as Breezer also finds a double. Demon evaporated by the Galil. It's a trick of Breezer. It's a double in fact. It was sort of edged in their favor, and slow start, humble beginnings, they're going to turn things around. Mr. finds the opening kill. And, well, that's a good start to try and tie the game at 7-all. Frozik's still not done. His mid-play has been exceptional so far.
We know what Demon could do from this backside as well. He's very good individually and towards the spot, especially with the MP9. Not going to spot out too much, and that might be the cue to rotate back over towards A, for the CT side, that is.
Fessor, look at his positioning though. He's taken everything away from NaVi Jr. They're already throwing retake smokes here in the case of someone being up close, and Fessor is the man. Good for the first head. Oh, Fessor! That's brilliant from the Maestro. Makes it 3. Unbroken will deny a quad, but Breezer will stand in his place. Exceptional stuff once more. That is spotted the man close up on ramp, so that's an engagement we're gonna have to keep an eye on as Ultex. He's trying his best to take this man out, but Demon movement speed will eventually catch him, but delayed enough time for Hetrick to rotate in, and that gives him a good chance to exploit the B push, Astralis talent. They will be left with 3. Hetrick looking for more. His M4 primed, ready to go, swings in, finds a dink, but it's Mr. and Fessor both the kills, and his Nipple left in the 1v3.
The idea was nice. I think firepower was the biggest difference overall into this round. Things cleaned off, and Breezer means it's an 8 on the board here for Astralis talent. Ultex in towards back pillar. A very, very strong position, unless it's Molotov, but with a somewhat limited utility over towards NaVi Jr., he should be okay just to park up here for a while and allow them the site for him to punish.
Taking a close engagement, 1 smoke dropped in from afar. NaVi Jr. now have to work around the headshot angle. Ultex will be good for more with the FAMAS as he lines up 2. How on earth have Astralis talent done that? Just walked into the guillotine, and NaVi Jr.'s second best. That's 10.
NaVi, yes, I think they've got the numbers in their favor. But what's the idea? What's the plan in this sort of scenario, this sort of situation? Utility dropped over towards ramp, and that's when NaVi Jr. are doubling back. But there is a double stack here for Astralis talent.
And that's the worrying factor, isn't it? If they head into this A site.
They're rotating.
Yeah, I was going to say this could get scary, but for all the wrong reasons now. NaVi Jr., it's a good kill. It's an easy double, in fact. They both walk into it. 13 seconds, doesn't matter. They've got the C4 down, and they've got Ultex on his running shoes, absolutely darting away to save this M4.
Yeah.
As well, Ultex caught blind, but it doesn't stop him from swinging in for 1. Vigo, his teammate, he will fall, and just like that, it's NaVi Jr. that swamped the B site, and they have all the control in the world. The bomb as well on the site, and now a 2 versus 3. Hetrick late lurk with the AWP. Breezer left alone.
Yes, lightning quick as well from him. Hetrick can fall back, rotate back over towards stairs. Doesn't need to be too aggressive through mid. He knows that rotation's coming through. And in fact, Hetrick, oh, no way has he read this. If the save comes through towards ramp, it's a freebie. There it is, but Breezer just about composes himself. Will find himself Hetrick. And of course, potentially an AWP is a bit of a freebie too. Gonna post up.
Double flashbang gives the rifler the chance to swing. Molly dropped in towards sandbags, but Vigo just had the spidey sense, man. Knew the molly was coming, swung out just before it landed. And he's able to pick up a very easy kill. NaVi Jr. down to 3 with 45 on the clock.
Hedrick's posted up 2, will actually fall off the angle. The boost could be brilliant. Oh no, Fessa spotting 1, but Hedrick spots himself. Now, of course, on the other side, NaVi Jr. know there's 2 in close.
Smoke lobbed in. Fessa caught off guard. Hedrick's orb. Oh, the smoke to save him. Vigo good for 1, but only the 1. Breezer will be able to reevaluate with the AWP, and he's able to pick up another 18 seconds. They tried to close the gap, but Altec's doing one better. It's 12 all. It's an SMG, and there's a lot of angles you can take close quarters as well. There's a gun available for him now, though. Breezer's taken down. Mister's gone aggressive with said MP9, and the SMG comes up, trumps the Demon's AK. And so we are left in a 4 versus 3. Astralis talent, a man advantage. Surely they're able to convert this round.
Yeah, from this scenario as well, numbers in their favor, all they have to do is play the buddy system. Even if you play a 2-2 split on towards each and every site, that allows you to set up a crossfire, and that surely should be enough. From this sort of position, with this sort of control, and the wealth of utility they've got to use too, you can only hope. Swinging in, Nipple gonna go aggressive for a double, as he finds Fessa and Oltex.
Criminal. Another burglary of a round. Astralis talent still have some fight in them. Vigo lobs the nade, expecting someone to be on top ramp, but it doesn't matter because Lane will be his absolute poison. He's able to find all 3. Molly dropped in towards sandbags, but no one's peeked off the back of it. Now we have. And Nipples found the kill. Down to 4, Astralis talent. 30 seconds to hold on with, though. Time is going to be such a problem for NaVi Jr. They're going to have to make their moves soon, and it will be pulled now. Unbroken with the first, Rosing the second. Breezer's AWP good for the trade. There's 20 seconds left. AWP's able to find another, and it's Altec's against 3. Astralis talent winning the previous, but they do not win in there now. And it's Demon, the 14-year-old man, to find the last, to tie the game for Astralis talent. To be 8. They're all here, but Demon's holding from behind. Vigo's gone. Down to 3. Astralis talent. They tried something new. It was Mister to go aggressive. He coughs up nothing. Vigo goes for the flank. He's caught out by the rifler. And in the final 35 seconds of this round, NaVi Jr. will look towards A.
This is a horrible spot for Astralis talent as well. The Danes in a really dire position as Fessa needs to step up on an individual. Now, the flashing towards ramp could be exactly that. Swinging off the back of it, gonna spot 1. All ball forward, he traded immediately by Nipple. Numbers still remain.
15 seconds, there's 14 to go, but Breezer needs 4. Good for the first. 10 seconds, the bomb, it will go down. He looks for a second, seems to have the number dialed in. The flashbang definitely there. He knows that one of these players is on the railings, but Breezer can't hit the shot. And he has to save, he has to... Well, in a 4v5, most people would rule them out. But after everything we've seen on Vertigo, I reckon there's every chance. 40 seconds left. Keep one eye on the time, one eye in the middle of your screens. NaVi Jr. move towards A. Counter smokes lobbed in by Astralis talent. Already setting up the defense. NaVi Jr. looking to try and take the fight to them. The AWP of Breezer good for another. And we're down to 3. Down to the bare bones as Breezer finds one more. Hedrick not done just yet, but there's still 3 more to go. And we aren't done with 51 floors of Vertigo. We've got more. It's overtime. Flash dropped in. Vigo going to be pinned down in this angle, having a good look towards jump up, see if he can find anything. Altec's going to be here to assist. And with the mid player gone, NaVi Jr. down to 3. How do they go from the man up to the man down? They're going to have to push B. They can't commit elsewhere. There's just not enough time on the clock. Altec's will fall. Vigo's trade looking good as he swings out once more for the second. And his head trick this time with an AK in the 1v3.
And that's the bomb too as well. You gotta say this one's looking done. Head trick, 84 points of HP. 3 players to fire, and a flash in his face is not the greeting he was hoping for. Things are looking dire. 27 seconds on the clock to find 3 kills and a bomb plant. I think this one might be done, and potentially even a safe goal heading in towards round number 33. Problem, especially when he's finding damage, but this time the second HE will drop him out of the round.
That's a good start. Unfortunately, it will be short-lived. Back and forth action on A. Actually leaves Astralis talent down the man. Mister going to join his teammate of Vigo in on short. They go for the boost. They have a good look over the top. Oh, timing. Nipple. He's able to pick up the kill. 4 versus 2. Looking good here for NaVi Jr. as it's just Altex left alone. And in a 1v4, there's a lot to do. But he's done already a chunk of the work. It's down to 2. Nate dropped in. Low HP for Frozak. He's looking for more. Molly, oh, just shy. Demon still sits on default. Will he burn out at all? Now he will, but he swings in as the nade's drawn. Astralis talent kickstart their success on Vertigo once more. Unbroken, though, has something to say. Lining up 2 with the A1S, down to 3 Astralis talent stand, and already rethinking the plans of round 35 because they're chalked up down to the core.
Well, it seems NaVi Jr. have a couple of other ideas up their sleeve so far, and so far, so good. Look where we stand right now. It's 5 versus 3, numbers very comfortably in favor of NaVi Jr. And how do Astralis talent react? Mr. Okay, all right. A curious plan there. Doesn't work out, and 3 kills for Nipple as it's left down to just 1. Old Tech in a 1 versus 5 over towards stairs, and something tells me there was a slight tech problem there.
Yeah, maybe. I heard some clicking of, you know, when you put messages in chat,
Yeah.
so maybe there is a bit of a discussion happening there. Either way, though, no stopping this round from making NaVi Jr. 1 closer to the cause of double overtime. They're in a pot for round 36, and we don't quite know what team's going to come out on top just yet. Vessel lobbing in some utility towards B. Just trying to create a bit of a rotating, actually. Frozak, he's drawn in, and now Mr. tries to take the fight. Nipple. Oh, Nipple! He's found so much here on site, dancing back and forth between the default box, and something tells me from this position, from this very moment here, that it's Astralis talent, and they're not going to see 19 just yet, that NaVi Jr. will tie the game, because it's just Breezer left in the 1 versus 3. 2 attempts, they take them both. NaVi Jr. will take us to double overtime.
We said they had other ideas, and that is, of course, double OT on the brilliant. What can Hedrick do with the AWP? They have crossed them towards site, 27 seconds.
Look at this, they know though, Hedrick's gone. Orp misfired, Ultex with 1, bomb set down, Vigo swings in, but only for damage. All picked up by Unbroken, still trying to fire off. They know Mister's up close as he walks into the guillotine of the big green. Ultex 1v3, good for the first, still 2 more to go though. Low HP on Frozak, that's the only thing running for him right now. A smoke in front of the bomb, but it's a bad smoke. There's a gap, and this gives the AK all the time in the world to capitalize. Still scopes in as Ultex finds a second. Low HP on Frozak, with ice in his veins. He will go for the stick, Frozak, but it's just Ultex. He's spam, he's missed, he pulls out the Glock, but he can't find the kill. Somehow. Minute on the clock. Time. Just a little bit of a problem right now, it feels like, for Astralis talent. Utility isn't great either, and now the M4 looking to suppress. It's great from Nipple. A double kill, Vessel able to trade, but down to 2, now down to 1. The orb taken out of the round. NaVi Jr., they have to leg up here in the halfway mark. It's 20-19.
And it's a case and a question of can problematic, because that's allowing NaVi Jr. to still keep control of Ram and have all the knowledge of how the CTs are playing it.
Hedrick and Nipple both with kills. NaVi Jr. 3. Now down to just Altex and Breezer to save them from defeat. Not quite defeat, but it certainly will be on the line as Hedrick finding the penultimate kill of this round, because Altex has got a clutch, and it's 1 more than the last round that he was unable to find. Nade's good, but still 4 players to hunt down. Control as well. They've got to be careful. They've really not got the time to work with. Unbroken's going to try and fake something, but the majority of the forces are out towards B, and Miss Smoke amidst it all. Mister sits on back pillar, and he's got the chance to exploit, but he's only good for damage. There's 10 seconds left. Alltech caught blind, but he's dropped the bomb carrier. There's 5 seconds to go. The man to try and retrieve is taken down. Vigo's good for a double. And with seconds to spare, Astralis talent have 20, and they're looking to hunt after time, but they will not be given much to work with to survive on either side. Unbroken. AWP of Breezer holding down the angle. Nipple, surely you don't dry swing this one. He's holding for the angle, expecting a bit of a peek, expecting some pressure from lane. Nothing going his way right now, though. holding the nerves. Flashbang good. Swings in. Breezer good for the first. Trick from Headtrick, or the trade rather from Headtrick, excuse me, will put them the man up. And now the swing onto Sight as the AWP finds a second. Headtrick's on a tear because he's found 3. And Astralis Talent, despite the odds, despite the lead, despite being the home favourites, Headtrick has 4. And that's the way to close it. 22-20. NaVi Jr.